At least there's one permutation which actually does that. So yeah, no, it's just with Cao Cao, it's a really good campaign for starting with this game. It's a really good way of getting the grasp of all the kind of the elements of it, understanding what tactics do, understanding how to move armies. So yeah, I don't know. Most people that would be watching this would have played the game, right? You've probably played through a couple campaigns. It's quite an old game, so this isn't going to be something that people come back to unless they remember it for nostalgia value, or something like that, right? It's not going to be, yeah, you get the idea, right? So we're going to recruit some people. So we're going to put. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Cheng Yu's quite good. He doesn't have hit yet, so that's unfortunate. Again, like, the units that I was grabbing from Cao Cao's army before, the AI is kind of nice because it keeps all the units at max level, if you know what I mean. So Zhang Yeu's up, that's good. So he's another pretty good spy. I'm pretty sure I have someone who can recruit him. Yeah, so Exun, you can go recruit him. So yeah, let's head up here. So that's that. Kong Rong, actually, interestingly enough, is here. Why is Kong Rong there? Must be historical reason for that. As you can see, so Yuan Shao actually took out Goxing Zan like immediately. First turn. As you can see, Zhao Yun's up here. So Zhao Yun, he's going to sit here for quite a long time. So I don't think he never goes to Liu Bei in this campaign. Never actually, like, physically goes there. As you can see, kind of various people friends with Yuan Shao. So all these people will be picked up by Yuan Shao one way or another. As you can see, Tian Feng, Wen Shou, Yan Liang. Those are the three core units in Yuan Shao's army in this campaign, in this game. Obviously, in the real Yuan Shao's army, that wasn't the case. The reason that Yuan Shao lost, he loses to Cao Cao, is because he has all these bickering people in his army. He has all these strategists, all these different diplomats, with very different opinions on how to deal with Cao Cao, and whether or not to deal with Cao Cao. And it's kind of difficult. And Yuan Shao himself is very... he can't make a decision, and he gets sick, and he stresses all the time, and it's just... He's not a very good ruler, in general. He's not as good a ruler, say, as Liu Bei or Cao Cao. And even though, hypothetically, he has a much very army than Cao Cao, Cao Cao's units, they're battle-hardened, they're veterans. They have better quality men, just in general. Like, generals like Wen Shou and Yan Liang, they're kind of like, they're very, very competent generals, and actually, Guan Yu actually kills both of them. So that says something too, I guess. Like, that would have been interesting if they still had their military leaders, would they have lost? Or if they had been like... Yeah, so there's Ko Hong very, very early. Oh, Dian Wei as well. Dian Wei historically actually gets killed protecting Cao Cao from an assassination attempt. So that's that. But in this game, he's just fucking massive. Just a massive... He's a beast of a man. He just cannot be taken down at all. So yeah, and now we have 2 spies as well. So, like, literally, like, 4 turns in, I have amazing army already. The only problem with this army is the Xun Yuan, and I'm gonna replace him with Dian Wei. Like, that's it. The rest of these units are fucking amazing. Like, it's just, to me, it just doesn't... Yeah. You know what, I should stop stressing it. Like, I should stop making such a big deal out of it, because it's not... Like, I think this is it's kind of the tutorial. Like, it's explaining how to use these armies, right? So yeah. So I guess keep that in mind when you see me playing this. Like, I don't think this is really a hard campaign, but I think it's more kind of just, it's fun to kind of round it out. Okay, so there's Man Chong as well. He gives you your first pit, which is actually really nice. But I don't. I'm kind of conflicted on whether or not to grab him or not. Like, you know what? I'm actually not going to grab him. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let him sit there and actually acquire experience. If you haven't noticed before, whenever you leave someone, like you leave a civilian out on the kind of the field like this, it's always saying, "Hey, Zheng He." I'm sorry, should have clapped. I'll turn that down. Maybe not. I won't remember. I'm sorry. But Zheng He is such a good unit. Yeah, I'll try to capture him when I actually fight. I'm hoping that Guo Jia and Cheng Yu, I hope they level up very, very quickly, and that way I can actually, oh, actually I have a couple more people here as well. So yeah, people are just popping up all over the place, like freaking crazy people. Yeah, neither of these units are very good. I might actually just leave them there to kind of, it's like a fine wine, you let it sit for a while, alright? So yeah, that's that. I don't know if... Does Lu Bu actually attack into the last turn? Maybe not. Maybe not. So what I'll do, I'll just move my units over here. And... just kind of see... What the hell? Oh, let's say, like, I can attack you on shot. What the fuck? That'd be pretty early. I do recall Han Heo being important for... yeah, so I do recall actually Han Heo being useful. I think actually he can recruit Han Zhao, who I've ranted on and on about in my other campaigns and how good a unit he is. And he is a good unit. Believe me, he is an extremely good unit. But yeah, so, oops, I didn't mean to recruit that guy, I just realized it's kind of a delayed reaction, but, whatever, that guy doesn't have any pits or anything, so that's not really that big of a loss. Yeah, I think that might be it. I want to wait until the last turn, just in case people do show up. Not that it really matters. I'm going to save my game real quick. Well, I'll do it before I attack, actually. And then actually maybe I'll take a break and just... Not take a break. Take the night off for now. Yeah, I don't know where you came from. Yeah, Yuan 10, Yuan Sheng. Yeah, and Yuan 10 and Yuan Sheng end up fighting once Zhao Cao defeats Yuan Shao. What happens is they take Yi, and then Yuan Shao actually retreats up here to the north. Actually, no. Yeah, that's what happens. And then Yuan Shao actually dies. And then the succession is really contested. And Yuan Tan and Yuan Sheng end up fighting it out. And what happens is that Yuan Sheng gets killed. I think Zhao Cao basically just separates them and kills them both in the end. Yuan Tan actually asks for help from Cao Cao, but in the end Cao Cao just kills them both. So yeah, no, Cao Cao is not a pleasant individual, shall we say. But he's really competent, if that means anything. The problem with Guoja, he's extremely good, but you have to get him rolling. That's the problem. I don't like units that you have to get rolling, because if you can't get them rolling, they're useless. Like, the same thing with, like, Cheng Yu, right? Like, down here. Or Cheng Pu, excuse me. Cheng Pu, he's an extremely good unit, but you have to get him in the late game. You have to get him, well, I guess mid to late game. You need to get him to that point before you do anything, and it's, like, what are you going to do? Like, what am I going to do about this? Because how the hell does he already have... Holy shit, mother of God. He already has 50 experience. Anyway, alright, so one more turn, I'm actually going to attack. You know, I'm gonna finished this part of the scenario. Sima Lang. Okay, so that's another, spy. Now, I'm just trying to remember which is better. No, I think I have the right two. I know Mayo G is really nice because he gets the double revive. And through the double revive, he becomes just extremely useful, extremely viable, really. Gives him a lot of utility. Xu Shu is here, actually, interestingly enough. And actually, you know who's friends with Xu Shu is, what's his name? Cheng Yu, or Cheng, whatever his name is. Where is he here? Yeah, Cheng Yu is actually friends with Xu Shu. So actually, I can actually recruit Xu Shu before he disappears into, I believe it's Liu Baiao's army. In this campaign, anyway. So actually, I'll do that next turn. I don't know when he showed up. But regardless, I'm going to attack Lu Bu this turn because you can't actually recruit people in the turn before. But regardless, it's whatever. It doesn't matter. Alrighty. So actually, I don't have a pit. I just realized that. Shit. That's awkward. Okay, I should be okay though. Boy. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. I'll split my army. I don't really want to split my army, but the thing is that we're going to take a lot of casualties in this fight. Goals are Chen Gong and Zhang Liao. Those are the two that we want. Just like the Liu Bei campaign, right? It's the exact same thing. It is all it is. This time we're not fighting Zhang Liao on his own the first time. So that kind of puts us a little bit at a disadvantage. But, yeah. It's actually kind of interesting how long it takes to deal with Lu Bu. Historically, anyway. Lu Bu's not... I don't think he's as stupid as... he's kind of portrayed. He's not stupid. But he does listen to advice from a lot of people that isn't good, and then he does do a few questionable things and doesn't listen to advice from a couple of very competent people, i.e. Chen Gong, when he's fighting Cao Cao. Because Chen Gong, what actually happens is that he's with Cao Cao at the very beginning, and then he actually defects, or he leaves Cao Cao basically, and then goes to actually help Lu Bu. Actually, I just realized that I shouldn't even be really doing anything with these guys because I don't want them. Wow, they didn't even put the taunt on him. So yeah, I'm just trying to think. Well, let's set them up in a line kind of nicely. I don't need to really make any big plays. I'm gonna wait for him to engage on me. Let's keep KO Ren in the back just because he has revive. This guy's got some support tactics as well. Okay, so Lu Bu actually didn't raid. That's interesting as well. Okay. Now, unfortunately, this is my only chance to capture... Actually, no, actually, I have a lot of... You know what? I actually don't need to capture these people. That's another thing about this campaign, is that it's very forgiving. You don't need to capture... Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. Oh, okay. That was dumb of me. Alright, I don't even need to stress about this. I don't even need to worry about anything. So what I'm freaking out about is that I don't need to worry about no, I've lost my train of thought. I don't need to worry about anything about